They go play action with Lawrence. Open man is Uzama. Come on, to throw again on second down. Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, it's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Smith. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Buccaneers in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Smith. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Smith He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Throwing now is Geno. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Smith. That's complete right around the 8. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Geno. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Etienne, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down and goal. Smith. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A.J. Green with career touchdown number 70. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Now, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Smith on 1st down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Chase Young in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
61, back, right. Hey, exit.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Smith. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals. Hot 70.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that.
Yeah,
right?
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Hard throw, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
Smith now to throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. ETN up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Geno's going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They go play action now. Lawrence, they'll roll him out right. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Uses the stiff arm. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Lawrence. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Pollard again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and brought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
In motion right is Watkins. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here we go.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Geno. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
71 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle to Becker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Crossing the field, Becker makes a catch. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Pack the 60. Pack the 60. 60, 60, 70, Timberwolves.
Now Gino on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Smith. He completes it to Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Travis Etienne, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another toe for Etienne. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line.